What is up, guys? My name is Tyler, or Ruzy, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are installing a 4-way Acuity adjustable shifter on my 2022 Honda Civic Si. We just got D2 lowering springs in around the car. I just gotta take some clips of how it looks with it lowered, and I can post that video, but we're gonna post this Acuity video first. Shout out to Michael over at Axion Industries for having this in stock. Any Acuity drop is very hot, and he had the items in stock. So yeah, I installed it already, super easy. You guys will see my dad help me, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah. All right, so first thing you want to do is remove your shift knob. Mine's magnetic with the boot, but just twist off your shift knob. Next up, you're just going to pop off this panel all the way around. And there will be two wiring right underneath it that you're going to unplug. That one and that one. Next up, in the center console, remove your rubber mat and remove those two Phillips head screws. Okay, next up, you're going to do the same thing with this cup holder trim that you did with the center console. You're just going to remove it. That'll reveal two screws underneath. Once removed, just the trim, not the whole box, there is two screws, 1 and 2, and that'll be your Phillips heads. All right, so next up, you guys are going to go through, you're going to lift up your trim here, like so. Do that on both sides, and you'll be able to remove this whole piece. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of wires here for the USBs, the cigarette port, all of that. And you're going to want to unclip every single one. All right, and then the last two little Phillips heads will be that one there, and then your whole center console will slide right back out of the way. But before you guys slide out of the way, you guys are going to want to squeeze that clip and push it out, and then you can remove your center console. Actually, there's another one right there. There's another wire. Just do the same thing, squeeze and pull, and that should be all of it to slide your center console out of it. Oh, there's one more.
It's the same one.
Oh, same one. All right, so yeah, that clip also has a actual wire connection, which it's really tiny, so have fun with that. All right, now we can move this out of the way. So we should just go up, and then there's your OEM shifter. So get the wiring out of the way. This is one of those stupid clips again that you guys are just going to want to kind of play with a little bit here. There we go. And then there's another one right up there, and that'll free your OEM shifter. So you guys are going to need a 10mm with a long extension. You're going to want to remove your shifter base from your trans tunnel. It'll be 1, 2, 3, and then one on the opposite side. All right, so next up, you guys are going to want to remove your linkages. You basically want to push each side of that pin out and then push the black piece down, and it should come right off of that. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's like a clamping mechanism. Next up, you guys are going to lift on that little white clip over there, and then you're going to twist that black cylinder a few times very slowly, and then it should be able to slide right out the side of it. Then you guys are going to do the same thing with this front back. You guys are going to lift that little white tab. Might be a little tight because this is pretty much your main one. And then you're basically going to just turn and then slide out, but you're going a different direction. There you go. And there we go. Now you should be able to remove your shifter setup. Okay, so realistically, you don't have to take this whole base out of the car. I know the hybrid racing one does come with a new base, but this one utilizes the OEM base. We're taking it out because we want to look at adjustments of this Acuity setup. But basically, it'll bolt on like so, and you're going to utilize the little washers and the Allen wrenches. There's a torque spec on it if you guys want to follow that, but you really don't have to if you don't need to. All right, so we got the whole setup basically at the OEM spec. We ended up mounting it in the way that is on C, which it's got 3 different adjustments for the base. So we decided to go with the one that sits closer to me. And yeah. All right, and then basically you're gonna slide it in, reverse the process, and lift that cylinder up, rotate it a little bit, and it'll slot right into that hole. The install is going way easier. You literally pop that right back on. Same thing with this. You're gonna rotate it. You'll hear it clip. Just make sure you hit the white clips back down, the safeties, and you'll be pretty much set. And then after that, you can take your 10s, mount them back into the car. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you guys are putting on the retainer clip here, just be careful because we lost it underneath the carpet there. Luckily, we were able to fish it out with a magnet and we got it on. But all you guys do after all this, your shifter is pretty much assembled. All you gotta do is just put your 410s back in to the floor. Make sure they're pretty tight because you don't want your shifter assembly to, you know, disconnect. All right, so what you guys want to do is before you connect this linkage down there, you actually want to put the first corner bolt in for the trans tunnel because otherwise you don't have enough room to get the socket on it. So before you do that, just do that bolt and then you can put that on. So next up, you guys are just going to slide your center console back in here. Make sure to watch your wiring. And once again, reverse process. You're going to basically just hook it right around and in, and then screw there, screw there. Boom, like so. And then, like I said, Allen or Phillips head, Phillips head. All right, so once you got your 2 screws in there, you also have your 2 screws there, maybe 2 at the bottom there. Then all you want to do after is just plug in the centerpiece and snap it in. Make sure you get all your harnesses all into the right spots. After getting it all plugged in, you're just gonna kind of push it in slowly. And you guys can see the gaps line up perfect. And then it's just a matter of pretty much just snapping it in. And you just want to snap your cup holder piece in like so. Just give it a little, there you go. And that's in there. All right, so quick note, you guys, don't forget that wire. It pops right in before the cup holder. Make sure it's all clipped in, and then you can put your center back on. All right, so we ended up missing a plug, and I had to look back in the video, but it's literally right underneath where your wireless charging pad would be if you have a Type R, but it'll be right under that little center, and it plugs in right there. Then after that, all you're gonna do is just spin your knob right on. All right, guys, that is the end of the video here, but I'm gonna show you guys the after. I'm gonna install a clip before this. You guys saw it. It's from my Hybrid Racing shift boot install and knob, so you guys can kind of get an idea. But here's the Acuity. I have it on the one closer to me, so this is neutral, obviously. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and then obviously all the way over for reverse, which is kind of a pain in this car, but it sounds a lot nicer, it feels a lot nicer. I love this Acuity shifter. I kept it on stock settings all the way through, but I went a little bit lower on the stick. I am currently sitting at 2 on the stick. But yeah, that is the end of this video here. Shout out to Axion Industries again. I will be doing some POV drives here soon, but we're gonna do that on Shorts and TikTok and Instagram Reels, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.